Hi, and welcome along to One Way Football's one-on-one fan talk. I've got a fan going on in the background because it is absolutely scorching hot. And it's the return, it's a brand new season. We're going to kick off the show with a one-on-one fan talk, and it is with my very own team, Arsenal, and Edward Nash, who we are going to get on right away. So we have Edward Nash, the one and only Edward Nash, as I've seen on AFTV in the past.
Yeah, look at me. Last season, last game of the season. I'm there on AFTV for the second time.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, mate. I thought it was very good.
Yeah, listen,
But
if anyone has seen it, I apologize for my mate. He's a bit daft.
it was fine, mate. It was fine. Listen, we're going to go through Arsenal. It's the brand new season of One Way Football, the third series, and we're going to be how to kick off the show with one-on-one fan talk with my very own club, Arsenal. And,
For the record, I am wearing a training top because it is well hot over here in the UK.
Do you know what? It's scorching over here, but it's unusual.
Oh, you've got it worse. You're in Spain.
Yeah. So it's how can I put this? For England to be hot, it's a bit of a blessing for people in the UK.
Mate, I've been chugging like 30 pints of water a day.
Congratulations as well on your was it university or college? You graduated? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm moving from level 1 to level 2 in my music performance.
Okay, cool. On to Arsenal anyway. We've seen a few transfers come in, right? Gabriel Jesus is probably the main one out of all of them. And he's on fire. Can I just put in there though, watching some of the videos on Troops TV, them Americans are going a bit OTT. I don't know if you've seen the video clips or anything, but they Zaha, is it Zaha? The small guy.
Oh, are you talking about Crystal Palace or his mate, the midget?
Yeah. Put it like that. Yeah. He was going absolutely crazy, and all the Americans behind him, and I'm just going, this is pre-season, man. We can't get hyped up just yet. And I know, yeah, we were expecting Gabriel.
Well, I mean, you know what? We've been waiting since May to see a game with Arsenal in it, and now we have Jesus scoring for us instead of Man City against us. That's a hype thing.
Yeah, there's that as well, I suppose. Yeah, and then there's also the rumor as well that we're bringing in Zinchenko from Man City as well. So I kind of see what Arteta's doing, because he knows these players. They've played under Arteta as an assistant coach.
Kind of.
Yeah, I understand what he's trying to do here, because we can't rely on Tierney, because he is a bit injury prone at the moment. So we do need another left back.
Bell.
Sorry?
So was Gareth Bale.
Yeah, that's true.
But listen, Tierney, you know me, I'm a massive admirer of Kieran Tierney. So I'm saying he's our best player. Like he's one of those players. You remember when Robin van Persie was injured all the time, and even though all those away fans would be like, he's always injured, get rid of him, and we always stuck by him.
Yeah.
And then he fucked off to Man United for money.
Yeah.
And I'll say that with Tierney.
Yeah. I don't know. Tierney won't leave us though, will he? I don't think.
He signed a new deal last year. So
yeah. So I think we're quite safe with him. But we haven't got a backup, because we can't let Tavares is. Yeah. I mean, like I was saying, like just now, Tavares, he didn't really have a very great season, did he, last season?
He's still young, isn't he?
Sorry? Yeah, he's still young. Yeah, I get that.
Like, I'm 21, he's 20. He's a year younger than me.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. We have to remember as well that our team was probably the youngest team. Well, it was the youngest team in the Premier League last season. So to be where we was and where we finished, to be where we was and where we finished, though, was kind of a big achievement. I think we overachieved, to be fair. I predicted at the beginning of the season we were probably going to finish 8th, 7th.
Well, obviously, I said 5th. So I got it right.
You got it right, yeah.
But Arteta got me hopes up.
Yeah.
And then you lose to Tottenham and then Newcastle, and you just gave it to Tottenham.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like we look at it, right? And then it all falls back on the January window. We should have made some deals in that January window, and it affected us big time.
Yeah, it's my controversial opinion of that. Not everyone agrees with me on this, but I said if you're going to sell Aubameyang, I'd rather you sell him in the summer rather than the winter. And besides, because you wouldn't sell Aubameyang if you're going to bring up a new striker in.
Mm.
Like between Lacazette and Ketia and Aubameyang, who's more likely to score a goal out of those three?
Well, yeah, we all know. Yeah,
Aubameyang.
yeah,
Oh, speaking of which, I've got Lacazette for his 5 years at the club. He's just gone back to Leon. I've got
yeah,
his signed poster over there. I just got to thank him real quick for his
yeah.
service.
He was good. I just don't think he got the right amount of time, did he? And he probably could have proved us all wrong if he had a full season ahead of him, but he didn't get that chance because we had a Aubameyang at the time, and he was our first choice. So
I'm gonna miss us too.
yeah, I will as well. They brought us a few couple of memories in that, but at the same time,
Yeah, I mean, you saw my article on it about Arteta saying Aubameyang.
yeah. It's with me looking at it, I'm kind of relieved a little bit because a lot of the times I hate this kind of feeling where in the back room all I see is mucking around. And Aubameyang was kind of big for that one, with his phone and mucking around his phone. I kind of feel like, the days of when we had Thierry Henry and that, they used to take games very seriously. And it was, he even says in one of his comments, Henry, he says we'd stand in a tunnel and we'd look back at each other and he'd look back and look back and look back as if to give the nod. We're going to go out there and we're going to beat them.
Oh yeah, speaking of Henry, so this is my new away shirt.
You got the Henry on the back, yeah, quality.
Yeah.
So this is your 20th year supporting Arsenal.
Officially, because obviously I'm a Gooner since birth, right?
Yeah.
Obviously I've been in the kit, but as far as I can remember, I was an Arsenal fan in 2002, and it's 2022 now, so that's 20 years.
So is your whole family, do they all support Arsenal?
No, I've said it to you. I've said it to you. I've said it many times on here. My dad supports Manchester United.
Oh, right, yeah. So he obviously didn't follow his footsteps then.
He grew up in the George Best era.
Yeah, of course.
And he's from Cleethorpes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I want to talk about the Edu effect with bringing all these Brazilians in right now. Do you think this is a good move? Having like so many Brazilians in the team?
And listen, I just want a player. Any players.
Yeah, I get that as well.
As long as they've got the quality and they can put a performance in, I don't care what country they're from.
Yeah.
Like you could be from Timbuktu and I'd still want you in the team.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that as well. But I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, we have all these Brazilian players. Is Arteta going to use our, like as we're saying now, oh yeah, Gabriel Jesus has just come in now. Is he going to be starting every week? I know it.
Yeah, of course he is.
But then you've got Nketiah now, who's been given the number 14 shirt. Now, I want to talk about this because it does get on my nerves a little bit that some people do go, oh, it's only just a number, or it's, it is a bit of a legacy wearing that shirt, Yeah.
Well, I mean, anyone who wears that shirt is taking a big job on. Like, look, when Theo Walcott put it on.
Theo Walcott was a good player. That's what I'm saying.
So is Eddie Nketiah. I highly rate him. It's not just because I have the same name as him, but
yeah. It's just with me. I look at these big names. It was like, who did we bring in before? And Ceballos, right? So Danny Ceballos came in, right, on loan. He came on loan for 2 seasons, didn't he?
1 season, then we signed him on another loan.
Yeah. And I'm like, but he didn't really get much play time, to be fair. And I was like, oh, he's a Real Madrid player.
Do you know what it was? It was his second season. He had second season syndrome because his performances towards the end of 2019-20 warranted another loan. He was like, okay, because has got something out of him. And then 2021, we realized that he just put it down like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
Like he was just crap the whole season. That's why he didn't play a lot.
Yeah.
That's why instead we brought Odegaard in.
Yeah. And again though, did Odegaard get much play time when he came back? Well,
he had an injury, didn't he?
Yeah, he had an injury, but I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I think Arteta
Well, as
just
far as
tries.
I'm aware, he started every game.
He tries playing around with it too much, though, doesn't it? Doesn't he?
Well, he's going to be the new captain, so he's probably going to get more game time.
Yeah, of course, he's going to get it now. Just looking right. So we've got 5 goalkeepers,
5.
like 5 goalkeepers.
I mean,
Was there any
they're
need to
covered.
bring in another keeper?
Well, with Leno going and probably Runeson going, that's probably a good option.
Yeah, Ruderson, he was only there. He's only been here for a season, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's not great. He's not for me. I think he's going. I know a lot of fans want to see him go because what's that? You know that saying? He's not a good goal scorer, but he's a good scorer of goals. He's not a good goal saver, but he's a good saver of goals.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? And I've seen a lot of new, well, not new faces, but faces return to the squad in training. So you've got Torreira that's back now.
I think he's probably likely moving on, even though personally I don't want it to happen. I'd rather him next to Partey against Xhaka.
Yeah.
But if we're bringing in a Tielemans or a Milik Savic, there's no way he's going to be getting in the team.
And all about Bellerin.
Oh, he's going. He's gonna leave. I know it. Like I guarantee you, he's being sold.
Yeah, it's just weird to see that Arteta's playing him in pre-season games though.
You know what? That happens with every player. It's like you know you're gonna sell him. It's like, you know what? Let's get some minutes under your belt before we move you on.
Yeah, it's like because this Zinchenko story, and then I just read up today that Pep still included him in the squad anyway. So I'm like, how true is it though? It's a bit weird because usually when players are being sold, they're not put into squads.
Well, as I said, you probably are going to sell them, but you want to give them some minutes before you do like a send off.
Yeah, yeah. Right. So moving on, where do you think Arsenal are going to be finishing this season? If you look at all the squads and what business is being made, where would you see us finishing next season, and who's going to be the biggest threat to us? And I know exactly what you're going to say.
Biggest threat to us?
Yeah, as in like position wise. So if we're fighting for fourth,
it's going to be a 3-horse race. It's going to be us, Tottenham, and Chelsea. I think with the players we've got, the players we're potentially bringing in, I see no reason why this team can't get. Well, obviously, I've got about my team, so I'm going to say Arsenal will finish in that 4th position this season.
In 4th, yeah?
Yeah.
I think we need to watch out for Tottenham this season. I think they're going to be a massive threat to the league.
I'm not worried about them.
See, now I would like to say I'm not worried about them, but they've been making good business as well.
Well, look, they brought Richarlison today. They're not gonna start him because they've got Kane.
Yeah.
So pretty much you've just spent how much money on Richarlison just to see him on the bench?
Yeah.
The only way he's getting that team is if Kane gets injured.
Yeah. I actually seen a rumor that Kane was going to leave again, but that always happens at the beginning of every season now.
Well, I mean, he don't want to be there. Like, factually doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
So, I think Tottenham could get a couple more years out of Kane, but I think he'll be moving on I think after those 2 years, he's going to be like, you know what, I can't stay forever. This team ain't winning nothing. So, it's time for me to go.
At the same time, I can't see him moving abroad, though.
I
don't see him. I can't see him being that kind of player to move abroad.
Well, where is he going to go?
Well, he was on the table for United last season, wasn't he? And then
don't you mean City?
That's City. City, do they need him? I don't think City will look at him anymore. Not for another three or 4 seasons.
They got Haaland now, so yeah. They got Haaland.
That's what I mean. I don't know. Tottenham's a very weird one to think about, us being Arsenal fans. But I'm like, it really did hurt me that just the end of that last season. I was like, we boasted about all these games in hands and stuff like that. And we just, if one side can manage to scuff it up, it's us. Do you know what I mean? It really did hurt.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna say probably fifth again this season because we're still building. I can't say just because we got Jesus in that he's gonna bang in 38 goals and we're gonna win the league. And do you know what I mean? It's unrealistic.
Oh no. I wouldn't say we win the league.
It's just it's a bit unrealistic. So I'm gonna say fifth again. Higher than what I thought last season because like I said, I think we overachieved last season. I said eighth or ninth. So it's one of them things, isn't it? We
We
can
are
always
in Europe. We are in Europa League this season. So even if we don't get that fourth spot, we could potentially win the Europa League.
potentially.
Yeah.
If we don't see any big boys come down.
We've just got like 36 teams to go through.
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably bump into Tottenham by January, but that's another thing. So okay then, what else do you want to talk about? Do you want to go through your because it's your 20th year supporting Arsenal? Do you want to go through your all-time 11?
Oh yeah. I'll do that.
Let's go through your all-time 11.
All right, can I just say there's one player in there that I think that's gonna raise a few eyebrows.
Okay.
Okay,
so I'm intrigued now. I'm intrigued.
Okay, so actually two. There's two actually.
Right.
So in goal we got Jens Lehmann.
Okay.
Because obviously I was born in 2000. Growing up, Jens Lehmann was my goalkeeper.
Okay, so this is just by the time that you recollected, like not as in you're gonna go as far
growing
as
up, growing up,
right? Okay, yeah.
Grew up and watching who I looked up to the most.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, I didn't have David Seaman, so I gotta go against Lehmann.
Right. Okay.
Now, right back is Loren.
Loren. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Well,
yeah.
I can't think of any other right backs we've had, other than probably Tomiyasu now, but I can't think of any other left backs.
Right. Okay. Okay. So we go Loren. Yeah.
Now the two in the back, I've gone with Adams and Campbell.
You've gone for Campbell and
Adams.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can see that.
Then left back. This is the first eyebrow raiser. This is Gael Clichy.
Gael Clichy.
Now people thinking, why am I thinking him instead of Ashley Cole? It's because I hate Ashley Cole with a vengeance.
Because of what he done.
Not just that. He cheated on us. He cheated on his wife. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Personal reason. Right. I think we should keep the personal things out of it, though. But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, the Chelsea thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Then the defensive midfielder. This is obvious. Patrick Vieira.
Vieira. Yeah, of course.
Leader of the Invincibles. Yeah, you got to have him in there.
Yeah.
Now the two attacking midfielders. I just got on my phone real quick because I've forgotten.
Do you know, like to be fair, if we're gonna go for an all-time 11, you could probably just say Invincibles.
No, because there's one player in there that wasn't part of it.
Right. Okay.
All right. So first up, we got Robert Pires.
Yeah.
Now this is the second and final eyebrow raiser. I put Aaron Ramsey in it.
Aaron Ramsey.
Yeah, I did think. Don't get me wrong. I did think Lundberg, but I'm thinking like what Aaron Ramsey gave me, because there was a period of time where I stopped watching Arsenal. I watched Aaron Ramsey. He got me back into it. So,
I mean,
for me personally,
for you, I can see that, but I'd probably take Lundberg over Ramsey. Personally, that's my opinion.
Now, the front three, for the record, this is a 4-3-3 formation.
Yeah.
I've gone with Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah.
I've gone with Jose Antonio Reyes.
Reyes, yeah.
And the man, the myth, the legend, Thierry Henry.
And Henry, yeah. I would go. I would say I would agree with all of that, apart from the Ramsey thing. I knew he brought good times to us. I mean, there was that little speak, weren't there, like where we used to make fun of it when Ramsey scored, it was like you knew a celebrity died. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it was that long every time till he did score. Do you know what I mean? But he did make some good play makes. So yeah, I could understand that. But I'd go for Lundberg.
Yeah, just for the record, I didn't even mention Ozil or Sanchez. So
he didn't. No. I mean,
no.
I would have put Ozil in there, maybe.
Yeah, that's a big maybe, though.
Yeah. But at the same time, Ozil, he brought some class to the team when we needed it.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And just for the record, the players that are chosen are the ones that I think are getting to the current team. It's not necessarily the team that will win the league or the Champions League. It's just who can I fit into those positions.
yeah,
That gave me that much joy.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. So like I just want to go back onto the Arteta situation. Did he not? He just signed a deal for 5 years.
I think it was free.
Was it 3 years? Three.
Free. We'll say 3 to 5.
Yeah. Did you agree with that though?
Bit early for me. I think you should have waited till that fourth or fifth spot was confirmed.
Yeah.
I said it on my.
I thought it was a bit
said it
too
on
early
my,
to start giving him new contracts and that.
Yeah, so I even said it on my AFTV interview. I said, "Listen, I'm not the biggest Arteta fan. But I'm going to give him one more chance.
Right.
Okay, this is his last chance I'm giving him, because if you don't give us that top four spot, if all these players aren't going to play for you, there's no point in you still being here."
Yeah, because I'm kind of like, how many chances do we give this guy? And I mean, what's he been there now for? This is his third season coming now, yeah?
2009, 2009, 2.5, I think.
2.5, right? Okay, so
Because he came in after Emery.
yeah,
That was in 2019. That was still during that season. So
yeah,
then the next season after was his fourth one.
yeah,
So that's first full season. Then you got half a season. Then last year, obviously, now this year, so that's 4.5.
yeah. So it's 4.5.
I'm not good at math, but it's near enough there.
My God, time goes by, doesn't it? I mean, we lost 3 years of lockdown, but I mean, it is yeah, like I say before, because a lot of people are saying, oh well, and I've seen a lot of talk on it on other channels and that oh well, we should wait because look how Klopp ended up after 5 years of being at the club.
You cannot compare Mikel Arteta to Jurgen Klopp.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
They're on completely different levels.
There are totally two different levels, but when does he get when does that point of where we go, okay, he's at that level now, until he actually wins the Premier League?
There's a remote possibility of that, but it won't be this season.
Yeah, because what I'm thinking is, when Klopp came to Liverpool, was Klopp at that class, at that same at
well,
world class?
Jurgen Klopp managed Mainz. He got Mainz into the top division of European football.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so he went into Dortmund. He brought in big names like Lewandowski. Before he went to Vinny, he had Aubameyang. He had Marco Reus. He's gone in and galvanized that team, because before Dortmund were just rivals that Bayern Munich would love to humiliate. They would just finish in 10 every season. Now he's getting them in top 4. That's what Jurgen Klopp does. Now he's come to Liverpool. He's brought in players like Van Dijk, Salah, Mane, Firmino, Jota, and now he's winning. Now he's competing Pep for the Premier League title.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So when do we say Arteta is at that level now?
Have you seen Kung Fu Panda?
Have I seen what?
Have you seen Kung Fu Panda?
I've not seen Kung Fu Panda. No, I've heard of it. I know. It's
There's a scene in it where after Tai Lung is fighting the Furious Five, he's like, Shifu taught you well, but he didn't teach you everything. That's what Arteta is with Pep.
Yeah.
Pep taught you well, but he didn't teach you everything.
Yeah. So him getting a new contract, I don't think it was.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, we got dumb owners.
We have, yeah.
Yeah, so they're not the brightest bunch of the apple tree.
No.
No. However, you gotta give him credit for the transfers this season.
I mean, we should have this chat again when we're three games in, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Because at the same time, I'm like, I don't care. Like what you're saying before, I don't care what players we get in at the moment. I want to win them first 3 games of the season, and on the board with points on the board and goals on the sheet. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just like
kicking it off again as well.
Yeah, because I don't want another because I was looking at so we're kicking off the league, yeah, on a Friday
against Palace at
against
Selhurst.
Palace. So they're trying to stitch us up. Because
Look,
the
I think
whole
it's gonna
world
go-
is going to be watching Arsenal wanting a slip up on the first day against Crystal Palace.
Look, I think it's going to go a lot better than it did last time.
I hope so, mate. I absolutely hope so.
Look,
I can't be dealing
I'll
with
say
another.
the last one. I'm not even mad at that. I'm like, it's like, you know what, the better team won that night. So
And
the better
then
team won. The better team won. Fair play to them. So
the better team won against Chelsea, and then
and then I also remember that Tottenham went to Crystal Palace last season and they did the exact same thing.
yeah. I get that. Listen, mate, I'm going to end the video there. Thank you for coming on
All
and
right,
kicking off.
there is one more thing. There's
Go
one
on.
more fact. I'll still play on my birthday this year.
Okay.
September 17th, we're away at Brentford.
Ooh.
So they can either give me the best present ever or the worst one.
Well, this is it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you might be having flashbacks from the start of last season.
Well, look, I think Brentford are going to have second season syndrome.
Yeah.
You always have that. You always have the three promoted clubs. Always one of them is going to have that second season syndrome.
It's going to be interesting, actually, to see Forest, how Forest do in their first season.
Oh yeah, this is my first time seeing Forest in the league.
Oh yeah, of course. When
was the last time they win the league? It was
99.
wasn't it?
Was it 99?
Yeah, 99. So year after I was born, so I've never seen Forest in the league. They've been stuck in the championship my whole life.
Yeah, 99.
I'll tell you what, Lad Baby will be happy though.
Sorry?
Lad Baby will be happy.
All right, yeah.
All right, well, I'll let you get on, mate.
Thank you for coming on, mate. Always a pleasure. Never
a pleasure. I'll see you on Tuesday.
Yes, we'll be coming up with another video on Tuesday with a few more guys coming on. We're going to do a league prediction.
Top six clubs. It's gonna be.
Top six.
You don't want to miss it.
and also, you're gonna have a chance to reunite with Johnny. So that's going to be very interesting.
Even though his name's insane.
I've also got another Spurs fan coming on as well, and hopefully
no.
supporter.
You can't have two. You can't have two Spurs fans.
Well, I'm thinking because there's two Arsenal fans, isn't there? There's me and you. I try to stay neutral as possible, but I come on.
Well, look,
everyone knows I'm an Arsenal fan.
Look, you're just the host, though. You can be just the host.
Well, all right, maybe I'll get Sabi to come on as well. So then you've got a bit of backup.
What's it? We got Arsenal fan, Tottenham fan, and what's the other one?
Liverpool fan.
Liverpool fan. We just need a City fan, a Man United fan, and a Chelsea fan.
We could actually well, they're very hard to come by, City fans.
What about your mate from before?
Yeah. I'll speak to someone. Anyway, don't forget, guys.
When I see him, I'm going to be like, hey, guys, look, it's a City fan. I actually found one.
Well, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that like button if you haven't already as well. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you very, very soon. Thank you very much, Edward, for coming on. And like I said before, always a pleasure to have you on the channel.
Come on, Arsenal.
Come on, Arsenal. Take care,
I'll
mate.
catch you later. Bye.
One Way Football.